evening, Malden. Welcome to the Malden Zone, TMZ. I'm your host, Joe Piantedosi, and welcome tonight. Nice intro. Thanks to Francis Matuccio, our, I guess you'd call him our executive producer and behind-the-scenes guy, the creator of the show, the camera guy, sound guy, and everything. Right, Francis? And you're back there with Ed, too. And Ed's doing a great job back there with you. Today is Wednesday, January 23rd, 2013, and got a good show for you tonight. Right here at the MATV studios, right upstairs, there is a Malden Chamber of Commerce little meet and greet, a business after hours, I guess it's called, a cocktail reception, business card exchange, whatever you want to call it. But it's going on right upstairs as we speak, and the executive director of the chamber, Ted Coates, is going to be coming down and talking with us in a few minutes, and some of the chamber members. And actually, Ted will be with me in a couple minutes. Do you want to come on now, Ted? Or what do you?
Okay, I can come on.
We'll bring Ted. Ted walked down now, so we're going to bring him on right now and mic him up. So, welcome.
Well,
grab your mic.
I got my name tag.
You get your name tag, so just in case I forget your name too.
That's right.
So
there we go.
Welcome, Happy New Year. Nice to have you on board.
Happy New Year to you.
I was just explaining upstairs, this little meet and greet, a business card exchange. What are you guys calling it these days?
A business after hours,
Okay.
to distinguish from a business card exchange, which is sort of outside of Malden, which we do with other chambers.
Okay.
So it's just they're the same kind of thing, but it's actually just a nice way to get people together. We had a good group of people here. Because it's at MATV, it was a little different.
Right.
I just was speaking to somebody who's an artist, and
No kidding.
it's wonderful. I mean, MATV brings these kind of folks in. And
the artsy people. I looked in and saw a lot of new faces. People I hadn't
so
recognized.
it's good. And we've got some new members up there. I'm hoping one of our new members, the Massage Studio. That's Massage Studio from down the street. They should be coming in.
They're going to be coming down here. Good. I could use a good massage. Maybe they could
maybe
do
we
some
can
techniques.
do a little demonstration.
Exactly.
Are you feeling a
I'd be
little
up for that.
stressed?
I'm always feeling stressed.
Yeah.
So that's good. Well, now let me see. Since I spoke to you today, I did not realize you were one of the flu victims. I guess. Yeah, it really hit you hard.
In December. That's what I'm glad. It's 2013. I'm going to be healthy. I had it for a good 3 weeks. And it started in my head, then my throat, then my chest, then my ears. Now,
were you? I mean, there was so many. Usually, there's so many activities going on in the Christmas time. Did you miss a lot of the?
I sort of would drag myself. I didn't feel terrible the whole time, and I'd sort of drag myself in. It's just tired.
That probably prolonged your illness too. That you didn't just get out of your system.
Yeah. I mean,
it's funny. I was speaking to our HR person in our company, and you get two types of people. Mm-hmm. You have the employee that's sick that insists on coming to work. Yeah. And of course, you got to give him or her kudos for doing that. But the other hand, they're infecting others. And then you have the other employee that has the sniffles or wakes up with maybe a finger ache, and they don't come in. So how do you set up rules and regs?
Well, I'd like to be in that second category. I'd like to not come in at all. I'd be happy but.
Well, I find the older you get, you wake up every morning and you're bound to have an ache.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, me at 51, I don't wake up and say I feel great, and I have to stop and think what hurts today, and then
I hate to tell you, it's only going to get worse.
It gets worse as you get older, I'm sure.
So
now, let me see. So I was on 2 weeks ago tonight, and the mayor was my guest, and he had just come from, I guess it was Exchange Street, and we had
our annual meeting. Which was a lot of fun. And he swore in our new officers. There's a picture on our website of him doing that.
Oh, great!
He was great. It's a very simple, short. Not too much business was transacted, and a lot of food was consumed, and so we had a good time.
It was funny, and I was chamber president for too many years, and some of these things I think I originally started and the swearing and stuff we used to do it in City Hall, and I remember the first one we came up with was so long. It was an oath that was about a page long, and I know it's since been shortened. So
It's still a little longer, you know. And furthermore, furthermore, but Mayor did a great job, and everyone got their name right.
So the new slate, I know Jack Gorbacheski from Dockside.
Jack is our president, and Tony Bartolo from Tony's Auto Body is our first vice president. Paul Murphy from Paul Murphy Insurance is our second vice president. Our clerk is Darlene Joyce, who is now at Century Bank. She is taking over for Janice Taylor, who is semi-retiring. And I talked to Janice yesterday, and she said semi-retiring. I said, I've never known anybody who could really semi-retire.
Exactly.
You're either in or you're out. But she's headed to Florida, I think, today or tomorrow. So
she's a sweetheart. Now, of course, her sister was one of your predecessors. You know, Janice's sister Linda.
Okay.
Yeah, she was even before my time.
Yeah. Okay.
But unfortunately, she passed away at a very young age. But she really,
I know that.
She was great, a great leader of the chamber, and did some wonderful things over the years. And Janet, the whole family. I mean, Janice with the banks over the years, and her brother Dan is a great guy.
I'm gonna miss Janice because I used to see her every time I went in to do a deposit.
Yeah. And they just had a big grand reopening, I guess, at Century Bank. Was it last month? You were there that one night.
They had a wonderful get together, and I was talking to this wonderful young woman, and I finally said, "So what do you do?" And she was the daughter
Linda Sloan.
Linda.
Very attractive. She owns the place. Just, not many people own banks. It's kind of funny. And the Sloans are the nicest people.
They are. I mean,
very down to earth, and you wouldn't know that. You think she's.
I just was chatting with her, and I finally said, "So what do you do?"
They're actually doing the same thing like they did in Malden. I think they're doing a lot of these type open house at Century Bank, and they're doing it in Winchester a week from tonight, actually.
Well, they had a whole renovation at Century Bank?
You have the Winchester branch. They haven't renovated. It's relatively new. It's a couple years old, and but I think they're going to do these almost like tours and bring the Sloans out and a meet and greet in the community. So one more thing. So women.
Finish the last officer is Dan Hoffenberg from Cataldo.
Great guy.
He's been our treasurer, and he's gone through thick and thin with me. So he's a great guy.
Really good slate. Excellent. Of course, now and Linda Kane from
Linda has she just finished her presidency, and she just did a great job last year. And Linda is just, she's so involved. She really was great, and she now is on the board of MATV.
She told me that.
Yeah.
That's great.
So she's still keeping very involved, and of course, as the immediate past president, she's on the executive committee of the chamber.
Yeah, so exactly.
We're keeping her busy.
Yeah, and it's nice to see so many boards you sit on. Once a president leaves, they leave.
Yeah.
And I think it's so nice when our past presidents leave and they stay on, because they have so much knowledge, and
it's very helpful to me. I mean, actually, I've picked your brain enough, and everybody, we have several generations going back, so it's been really good.
I'm on the board of the Mass Restaurant Association, as I've told you before, and they have something interesting. They have something called the what is that called? It's the past. If you're a chairman at one point, you're on a committee or a board, and they get together regularly, and it's very interesting because
an advisory committee.
An advisory committee, but this they have an advisory committee, but this is only past presidents.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's great that you get some people that are really. And some were president 25, 30 years ago, and it's great to get their knowledge
their perspective.
And they come back for meetings.
That corporate knowledge is so helpful. I mean, especially, and you're right. A lot of boards just lose that, and there's sort of no place for that.
I was just telling Linda upstairs why I enjoyed it. I really felt like it was like a graduate school course. I used to. I was a young kid when I was the president, and I would sit around. And sitting around the table was Steve Calianitis, who was the owner of New England Coffee. I had attorneys, I had bankers, business owners, politicians, the fire chief, the police chief. And it'd be like, wow, I'd sit there like mesmerized, but thinking, my God, I would watch how they would problem solve. And some of the problems were, what colored napkins are we going to have at this function? And they were very minuscule. I think it really helped me become a decision maker and a manager, boss, leader.
Yeah, and leading a group.
You see these people, and of course, it's pretty funny. Someone that would in such a high role in their full-time position is debating about what colored napkins we're going to have. But you just saw their thought process and how they made decisions, and I learned a lot from it. Anyway, you've got a lot of exciting things coming up this calendar year.
We do.
Starting with, other than tonight,
our next big event is the Mayor's Breakfast, the State of the City, Mayor Christensen's second State of the City, and we're doing this at Triangle, which is that great nonprofit down on Pearl Street, and we're doing it on their work floor, so it'll be a chance for people to come in there and get a sense of what they do. They work with people with disabilities, and it's sort of an amazing program that they have. So we're really excited about that. That's going to be February 21st.
Okay, which is
Thursday.
Okay.
7:30 in the morning, and we have tables. We have tables of 8 and tables of 10.
Okay.
So there are 2 different options, and we.
$25 for members, $30 for non-members. A table of 10 is $225. Table of 8 is $175.
Yeah. So we think. I mean, it's always a very good occasion.
Sure.
We get a lot of folks. So please.
This camera, we gotta wait for you to get back in.
We're going to just show the flyer. We can zoom in on this.
So make your reservations early and often.
Now, who's catering?
That's Anthony's.
Anthony's will be catering. Great, because I know they have their.
When you mentioned colors of napkins, there was a discussion of that, and both Albert and I said, look, at the breakfast, nobody cares what color the napkins are. They're coming in, they're going to eat breakfast, they're going to leave.
Now, and I'm sure there's going to be a PowerPoint of some sort, I'm sure, the presentation?
Now, that's the mayor's staff is putting that together. In fact, tomorrow morning, a meeting with them over at Triangle, too, that they want to sort of figure out how that's going to work, where they're going to project. Last time he projected it, we did it at Mystic Valley's new gym facility. So he has this great program where he does it during his speech. They have a great PowerPoint.
Is there a limitation how many seats can be sold, or is it?
It's a pretty good size, but the tables, we have only a limited number of tables for 8. So if somebody wants a group of 8, they need to let us know.
Okay.
Otherwise, they're tables of 10. And I see one of our local business owners.
We're going to bring him on, but let me just finish up with this. There's a sponsorship opportunity, correct?
Absolutely.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
We always have many of our local businesses sponsoring. The Mayor's Breakfast sponsorship is only $100, and for that you've got the name in the program and on all of our literature.
Oh, wow. And you can be a business or even an individual, I guess.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We welcome all sponsors.
We're going to bring some new chamber members on the set here, but I just want one more thing. This is the breakfast series, and it's the first breakfast of the new year. It's Mayor Gary Christensen's State of the City address. It'll be Thursday, February 21st at 7:30 at Triangle Inc., 420 Pearl Street. Again, I'm going to recap the prices. For you non-members, it's $30, and it's not that much more expensive to become a member. So for members, it's $25. But I would contact the chamber. Even if you're an individual, you can join as
absolutely
and get rates like this, and even be considered just a member of the Chamber of Commerce.
Absolutely.
Tables of 8, limited amount, $175. Tables of 10, $225. Sponsorship $100. Call the chamber office at 781-322-4500 to book a reservation or to book a sponsorship. And it's really an event you shouldn't miss. And it's not just for the businesses in the community. It really is. And in years past, I mean, I've attended many of them, and you learn about the taxes and just what everyone's interested in what's going to happen to City Hall and what's going to happen with the potential ballpark and parking in the city and taxes and trash pickup and I mean everything is covered and there's a Q&A afterwards, I'm sure. So
there is he does a great job. He covers everything that's going on in the city and then he does answer questions.
Yeah.
And and the ballpark, I'm not sure that's going to be part of it, but all of the stuff, but the big...
and it's a who's who of, you will see all local politicians and business people, and it's a must-attend event, so plan on being there. All right, now we've got a couple of new, are you staying, leaving?
I need to get home
okay.
to my
it's
ailing wife.
And we got to have you on again soon because we're going to talk about...
Just say, what happened to the music? Just say I'm bringing on music, and I'll put that up and play the music.
I like that. Ted, one other thing. Anything else that you want? I'll mention.
Well, the Taste of Malden is April 8th, but we'll.
What day is that? Where's that going to be?
That's a Monday. And
where's the best place for this on sweater?
Close to your chin.
Ready? Look at this. This is for commercials now. I have with me no stranger to MATV, the head of MATV, the guru.
The guru. I don't know about guru.
The leader,
the executive director. How about that, Joe? Thank you.
Ron Cox. Nice to see
and we
you.
got Brian Johnson over here.
Brian Johnson, a new chamber member from Melrose, right?
Yes, very good memory.
I'll tell you, Joe, this event tonight we're so thankful for the chamber. We got a chance to host after hours chamber event. And we had a great turnout. I want to thank Ted Coates, did a great job getting the people to come. And it was great for us because we got a chance to feature what we do.
Right.
And Ann Durso Rose that made a little presentation, talked about who we are, what we're about, how to get involved, how to use the resource. It was a great night.
Well, thank you for hosting it. I'm sure everybody was grateful to be. A lot of people, they walk up and down Pleasant Drive and they don't get a chance to come in the doors, so it was a nice opportunity for people to see it.
Yeah, you wonder what's here. I didn't know this basement was here.
This is Studio B. What is this, B?
Studio B.
Studio B.
What's great about this studio, Joe, as you know, everybody gets a chance to host it. I think the way Francis does it, he has 4 hosts a month. You do once a month, right?
Once or twice. It's
once
3.
Sometimes every 3rd week or something.
I do it depends.
Yeah.
I usually give. I travel so much for my job, so when I'm around, I usually book well in advance, and I try to get.
Well, you become an icon in the community.
Oh, it's fun. It's fun to do. Fun to do. Now you've been involved with the chamber for a million years.
Well, what's great about the chamber, and I learned this when I worked in Wakefield, that if you want to find out the movers and shakers of any community, you want to get involved with the chamber.
Exactly.
And I learned this actually when I saw you in the chamber. Oh yeah, I saw the things you used to do. I was saying, geez, that's incredible.
It was fun. I enjoyed. I was the chamber president for 5 years in total. Wow. I finished one president's term because he moved out of the city. He got promoted. It was a stepping stone. He was with the bank and he got promoted. And then I finished his term. I was the first vice president. My 2 year. They were 2 year terms then. And then a couple years later, the incoming president got pregnant. She was a female, and I filled her role because she couldn't take the role. So, but it was a lot of fun.
But I think what the chamber loves is you're back involved with the chamber, and we love it.
Nice.
I know Ted loves it, and
Ted
does a great job. What I love about Ted is anytime that we're doing a promotion, he'll want to come out and do a video about it.
He's hysterical.
He's
so
very
good
creative.
He told me to watch what's coming.
It's going to be funny.
Is it on the
I don't want to say what it's going to be, but
State of the City?
It's going to be funny.
He's great.
Yeah.
He does it. And also you've been the MC now for the
Yeah, I've been enjoying
annual
that.
dinner every year with
Dan.
Dennis Cataldo.
Dennis, yeah, Dennis, do it with Dennis.
Yeah.
And he's great too because he's great ad libber.
Oh, he really is.
I write my jokes.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he comes off the.
Well, he likes to give
Oh,
zingers
he's-
though. You
he's
know,
great.
you have to have tough skin to be with them because you got a haircut since that
I
last.
did. I don't know if you heard this.
Looks good.
I was letting it grow for a year because I lost my wife and
Yeah.
I let it grow. And I was going to cut it and left the viewers to decide, and they all called in and said, cut it.
I like
So I'm at Karen
Yeah,
Hayes'
yeah.
Christmas party.
Yeah.
And everybody said, Ron, you're supposed to cut your hair by now. I got gang cut. They
Oh
all
my-
got me
that
together.
night they
That
did?
night.
Oh my
They
They
did a
had
good
they,
job there.
they had a real hairdresser.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunately, I forgot her name. And they gave her some scissors, and they sat me down in the chair, and I think I had a few glasses of wine, and they just cut my hair. And it looks good,
Looks
doesn't
very
it?
good. I like it a lot.
Yeah,
Looks
it's a
very good.
professional job.
Yeah, it looks great.
But I got to tell you, Joe, you do a great job
thank
using
you.
these resources of MATV. We
it's
appreciate
fun.
it.
No, I love being here. Thank you. You do a great job for the community, and it's nice being a part of it. So,
So I'm curious. You came here tonight to see this MATV for the first
Well,
time.
I heard there was free food. so-
Oh, there you.
Yeah.
I'm glad we did that. It was a
No,
tip.
Ted. Since he's not here, we can talk about him. Right?
exactly. Yeah.
He's great. I've known him for a couple of years. He came down. My office used to be on Pleasant Street, and he came down the street and strong-armed me into doing the website for the chamber. So that's kind of my little part I've done for the
Okay.
community is to set that up. And Ted's been running it. I just sort of set up the design and showed him a couple tricks and how to make things work, and he's running it. And it just makes me very proud to
Oh,
see
that's
that
great.
he's keeps it
Utilize
live.
it. Now, how did you get involved with the chamber?
That was kind of I guess the first thing, and I've gone to a couple of the events and things to to meet and greet people and stuff like that. And, it's really nice to see the community's kind of growing. I mean, the chamber membership's increasing, and I've gotten a few leads out of the chamber for
Yeah.
business, which has been really good. That's what's
Now, Brian, what's your background? Where did you grow up?
I studied in film and video when I went to
Oh, wow.
school way back when there was 3/4-inch videotapes
Yeah.
and stuff. And
We still
So-
have some in our basement
Yeah.
over there.
And then I learned that, you got to carry cables and do stuff like that,
Yeah.
which I didn't really want to do. So I went into graphic design, which was my other sort of occupation at the time. And then that kind of morphed into doing computer graphics and then eventually web design. So that's what I do.
Are you from Massachusetts or the?
No, I'm originally from South Carolina, but
Oh.
I've been here probably longer.
No accent at all. I don't
Yeah.
detect the
Yeah,
southern
I
accent.
know.
What made you come up this way? What
Um,
drew you?
I had one of these plans of, let's live 5 years in different cities and see which one you like and then settle there. And I came up to Boston area and just
Okay.
loved it. It's just, I love the weather. It's except for spring. Like, where is spring? What happened?
Yeah.
But you make up for it in the fall.
Did you like today though? Today
Yeah, it was a little cold
Frigid.
today.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we haven't had cold weather like this, and
many years.
Joe will tell you that for 3 or 4 years, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden it's back, and I was
Yeah.
thinking, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Winter.
you forget what it's like. And they say snow Friday. Maybe.
Oh really?
So,
Oh
yeah.
jeez.
Now, where did you go to school? Did you?
I went to the University of South Carolina.
Oh, see.
Yeah, they have a really good media arts department down there. And,
So, how many years have you been in Massachusetts?
since like 85 or so. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And you started your company.
I think 91. Yeah.
Okay.
So I've been doing
You've been here for a while. That's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
That's great.
And the name of the company is?
BKJ Productions for
BKJ.
Brian K. Johnson Productions.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And now you're in Melrose, though, now, right?
Yeah, I'm in Melrose. I've been there about two and a half years now, over in the Marty's Furniture Building.
Sure.
It's a great location there, close to the T and close to
The old
Malden.
Converse factory. Yeah.
Yeah, a
exactly.
lot of history there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love those tall ceilings.
By the way, have you talked about Triple Threat Trivia yet?
No, what is that?
Well,
No,
it's happening this Thursday.
This Thursday.
And it's always a great event, as you know. And this year, MATV's got a table.
Excellent.
And we're having, I'm not going to give out who we're going to be, but to give you a hint, it's going to be connected to the event that made the library what it is today. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, wow. That could be a
Really?
sad
If
story.
you know
then.
the event that made the library what it is
That could
today.
be a sad story.
It could
though,
be a
'cause-
sad
yeah,
story.
It's
But we're going to make it happy.
okay.
Now Dina is
Oh, she's leaving. Oh,
retiring.
here's the thing. Ever since I got involved back to MATV in 2006, we're trying to get Dina to agree to be in videotaped.
Really?
Well, last week she
She
did it.
Oh, nice.
All different parts of the library,
Yeah.
talking about the library, the history,
Oh, wow.
all the stories, what she has done,
Oh,
her
yeah.
life. Finally, we got her.
Excellent.
Oh,
Great
we're so
show.
happy.
How many years has she been in?
Almost 40. I mean,
Wow.
that's a long time, since the 70s.
And she was on the chamber board. She was our permanent
She
secretary
told me this.
for many years, and she was excellent. My God, she took fastidious
That's what
notes.
she
She would
said.
sit there and in longhand take every detailed note at every
You need that.
meeting.
Yeah. You really need
Well, she
that.
lives at the North End, and she takes the train every
does
day
drive,
and
I know.
walks every day.
Amazing.
She
Amazing.
talked about how she measured it one day. She says
Yeah.
that she walks 3 miles a day,
Yeah, yeah,
and that's why she's so healthy. I think.
exactly,
It's
exactly.
great.
Yeah.
But we're going to miss her. I mean,
Yeah.
she's a treasure.
She really is.
But I'm so thankful. Ann and I got her to talk about the library. We got her in these great places of the old library, the new library, and we were blessed to have this privilege to get her to talk about her history.
Oh wow! Oh, and it's this Thursday. So it's the
So this Thursday, yeah, and
Which is
it's,
tomorrow.
Where's
which
it
is
gonna be?
tomorrow, and it's at Anthony's. And I don't know if
great.
all the tables are taken, but I would call the Malden Library or Ellie Cushing. She's
Ellie
pretty
Cushing,
much
okay.
in charge. And but what's so great about it, it's fun.
right.
And every table comes up with a theme. They get decorated, and they have a contest for not only the trivia questions where you get points, but your table and how you dress up and your theme you pick.
So were you a team last year?
We were a team last year.
how'd you do?
We lost. We did one year that we thought we were going to win. We were the library-loving lumberjacks.
Wow.
And we thought we were going to win. We all looked like lumberjacks.
With a name like that.
Oh yeah, we all had beards. We all were lumberjacks.
Flannel shirts.
And I had this chainsaw that was looked real. It made the sound.
Yeah.
And we lost.
Oh,
The
jeez.
Salemwood School won.
No kidding.
So I went over to the Salemwood School dressed as a lumberjack with my electric thing, and I started cutting up their exhibit.
Oh, jeez.
And half the people at the table were laughing. The other half of the people were in horror, thinking that,
Texas
what is this guy doing?
Chainsaw Massacre.
Exactly,
What's
the
he going to
massacre.
cut next?
I know it. So, but it's a fun event, and it's all for a great cause.
Excellent.
The Malden Library is a treasure in our community.
Now, who's on your team here?
We've got Rick Boudreau, who's been great every year. We've got Jamie Manfer, Laurie Manfer, Andressa Rose, myself, Peggy Stallings-Duran, May Hung. I won't give it away somewhat, but she plays the director of the project that we're working on. So
Oh,
that'll give you a
wow.
hint. She's going to be the
If this doesn't attract you to at least go,
yeah.
then I don't know. Well, I'll
come
just-
and see who we are and see if you can guess who we are. But that's the thing. People have a great time. I think the only thing we're concerned about, and this is a big issue last year, people I think were using their phones and their electronic
Oh,
devices
right,
to
right.
get some of the answers.
They should be eliminated.
Yeah. So there's going to be
Disqualified.
detectives, I hear.
Should be.
I think Paul Solano, who's the big judge, is
Oh,
going
yeah.
around with a special electronic device detector that will.
Well, now you
find
can
them.
even just Google it.
I know.
So
that's illegal at
Yeah,
this thing.
yeah.
We do not want
Exactly.
that happening.
So
Now-
what was the question that stumped your team last year? That's what I'm-
Well, it wasn't so much. There was a few questions. You get so many right, and then total it up.
Oh, okay.
And we were doing pretty good up until I think the third way into it, and then other ones beat us. But it's fun. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the idea. And they have different games happening, and they always sing the school song. Christine DePietro always leads
Yeah,
that.
nice.
So it's a good time.
And there's obviously food served.
Great food.
Dinner-
Anthony's always does a great job.
Yep.
And
So it's this Thursday, which is the 25th, right?
yes, yeah.
No, 24th, tomorrow.
2020. And that's the thing. Malden has so many things going on, Joe.
It's
I
amazing,
don't know
yeah.
how you keep track of it.
I know. It's what's great. An active, vibrant community,
And
which is
it's
which
always
is
good to see.
and nice. Everyone gives back, which is nice
Yeah.
to see. I always compare this to like Mayberry. It's amazing.
Yeah.
You get stake bit once you come in the community and you can't leave. And
Yeah.
I was amazed how many people didn't even live in Malden, but worked here and then just became so involved. And
Right.
so
No, it's a great community, and that's what I think. It's almost like it's been revitalized in a lot of ways,
Oh, yeah.
and that's what's great to see. And with the diversity that we have,
Sure.
I think people are realizing, and I think that's how, METV helps connect a lot of
Right.
those people, in
Exactly.
terms of new immigrants coming to the community, when they're looking for a place to connect, they really turn to cable
Right.
and our local community access television.
Yeah.
It's great.
you guys do a great job. So Brian, if anyone's now, you just do web design, or what else did you would like to?
Pretty much web design and focus on small to medium-sized businesses. I've got a few people that are just one-person startups, and I've got some companies that have been around for 20 or 30 years, and I help them do their websites.
And you service it as well, or?
Yeah, I mean, I like to set up websites so if someone wants to just run it themselves,
Mhm.
they can just hands-on, make it work. But a lot of people, they start chopping up graphics, and the graphics don't fit on the web
Right,
page,
right,
and
right.
then what are you going to do? So I'm perfectly happy to to make things work for people from any standpoint.
So a problem solver.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of
Yeah.
a good way to put it. Yeah.
And what's your phone number or contact information? Or
If you go to my website, bkjproductions.com, you can find a whole set of portfolio materials there, contact information, things like that.
Great.
Excellent. Well, I'm so glad you're on, and
Thanks for having me.
part of the chamber. And now, how many years have you been a member of the chamber?
See, I guess really about 3, 4, maybe. No, actually, let's say 7. I think. Yeah,
Wow.
active. Sort of
Okay.
off and on.
Yeah.
What I really love is a few minutes ago when upstairs he was a little reluctant to come on. He
Yeah, I
was a
know.
little-
But I said,
little
come on, you
shy
got to
and
come
quick,
down.
but
I
I
brought
mean,
it
my
down.
God.
And then-
And now you're asking questions.
Yeah.
You're
I
interested.
didn't know it.
You're
This
on
is
it.
great.
Yeah.
You're a natural for
You're a
TV.
natural. You
This
should.
is great.
Yeah.
This is great.
Well, thank you very much for coming on. And Ron,
Sure, thanks,
always a pleasure. Well, Ron, you gonna stick
Yeah.
around while we interview?
Well, no, we got more people coming because I think what I love about
Bring more
what's
people
happening
down.
tonight
Bring
is
more people
right
down.
upstairs we have all these people who
Okay.
showed up for the event.
Send
and
them
they're
on
saying,
down.
"There's a live TV show down and Joe Piantedosi here. I want to get on."
Nice to have them.
All right, take a break.
Thanks.
All right.
Thank you. This is quite a different show we have tonight. As I mentioned before, I'm Joe Piantedosi upstairs. Here at MATV, we have at the Malden, I guess it's called the Business After Hours, and a lot of the attendees who are members of the Malden Chamber are going to be coming down and basically talking about the Chamber and what they do and what their companies do and also what the Chamber's done for them. So sitting with me now is Joseph, and your last name, Joseph? Is
Garcia,
Garcia, nice Spanish name, correct?
correct.
And you are the manager of,
Om Wellness Center.
okay, how do you spell that? I keep on hearing the
OHM.
Om.
Yeah, it's pronounced Om. It's
Oh,
that
oh, okay, I
meditation
get that. All right, okay.
sound.
And your address is where?
1 Pleasant Street, Malden.
Okay, so on Pleasant Street. Now, where's that near? I'm trying to think of one.
It's across from like New York Pizza, kitty corner
Oh,
from
sure. Okay.
the bank, and across the street from the high school.
Excellent. Okay. And how long have you been there? Or has Om been there? Or
Well, we had a grand reopening at the beginning of January.
oh, okay.
So, because we've had a lot of changes occur in our facility.
Okay.
We took over the entire first floor where the optometrist used to be.
Okay.
For all the people who keep coming in to find out that the optometrist moved, they moved over to Center Street or Central
Okay.
Street.
Okay.
But basically, we have now a nice big open first floor with a big, huge yoga, tai chi, qigong studio.
Wow.
And we have 2 other floors that we can teach classes in, like also meditation as well.
Wow.
So We are building up our therapy team. Right now we have 6 therapists. We hope to have 15. We're adding new instructors all the time for different styles of yoga, for different styles of even like we're trying to get a Zumba class in there, and even the different styles of body work. You know, we're looking at having a Thai massage person, Thai body work, and we also have a Reiki instructor, a Reiki master there, and she does the Reiki.
She was the lady that was just here.
She was the lady that was just here, Ida, the Reiki master.
Ida Reiki master.
Ida, that's her name.
Ida. So now, what is your? You're the manager, obviously, but
I'm the manager, but my background is I've been a therapist for 20 years, and
is that a massage therapist? Is that when you say
a massage therapist? But I'm specialized in sports and rehabilitation.
Okay.
So I worked with pro football, women's pro tennis, and every other sport you can imagine, like triathletes and everything. I had to know how every muscle functioned for every different sport.
Now, where are you from originally?
Okay, that's a convoluted story. Well, I grew up in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, New York?
No accent,
No.
except for a few words. But I lived in Florida for most of my career, and now I live up here. I went to high school in Central Mass.
Okay, I love Florida. What part of Florida?
I lived in Orlando, but the rest of my family lives a little south of Tampa.
Okay, cool.
But
and that's where you started the massage therapy, I'm sure?
Yep,
Okay.
that's where I started my practice.
Excellent. But now, but you said high school was in Central Mass.
Yes, before we moved to Florida, where
Went
I
from
started
Brooklyn
my
to
career.
Central. Okay, where in Central Mass?
Spencer.
Okay, sure.
You know, it's part of the right next to the Brookfields.
And now, why did you leave Florida to come to Mass? Did you?
Oh, that's
Another
okay.
story.
That's the lovely story. You know,
We've
the
been
girl I
times.
wanted to be, the girl I wanted to be with in high school. We went different ways
Oh,
as
sorry
soon
to
as
hear
we
that.
graduated high school. 20 years later, I found her on Facebook, and
Wow.
now we're together.
That's amazing. Look
that's,
at
you
this.
know,
Now, this is funny because we had the web designer, and now we have a couple that got together on Facebook. And really, how long
But
have
I
you
knew
been
her then.
reunited?
A little more than a year now.
Excellent. And she was here. That brought you up here from Florida, I see.
Yep, I
Great.
chose to come up here. She's brilliant, so she just wrote 2 books.
Wow.
So
What are they on, or what?
her first book, they're both historical fictions. Her first book is called A Veiled Mirror. Her name is Christine Frost, different last name. And her newest book is Dark Lady of Duna, and she just got asked by a literary magazine in Britain to write an article on it, and she's just getting out there. She's got lots of
Fantastic.
followers on Twitter.
Excellent. Well, it's nice to hear. Now, how long have you been with the Om?
I've been with them for about since the end of November.
Okay,
of
so
this
relatively
past year.
new. Yeah.
Relatively new.
And do you live in Malden or near Malden, or?
I live right in Somerville,
Okay,
so
close
it's
by.
just a 10-minute quick drive here.
Excellent. And now you said it was the reopening of Om. When did it initially?
They initially opened about 6 months ago,
Oh, okay.
but they only had a small door, and then you went in, and then they took the elevator up. But now that we have all the frontage with all the windows and everybody can see in, now a lot more notice has been happening. So, you know, we're looking at great things. We want to be really family oriented, and one of the things that we are offering, I mean, we're driving a membership, and right now people can come in, non-members at membership prices, but what we really want to do is make it family oriented and have like classes that mother-daughters, father-sons, mother-sons, fathers-daughters, grandparents, everybody could come in and take these classes because we have different levels for the classes.
So you have classes and also treatments.
Yes, we
Correct.
do. We also have acupuncture as
Oh,
well.
wow.
And cross my fingers, I'm trying to get a doctor of nutrition to join us
Wow.
as well. And if the doctor of nutrition is here, then we've got all the bases covered for being a true wellness center. We want to
Wow.
be the quintessential wellness center, and we want everybody to be here.
How many days is it open here at Om?
It's open 7 days a week,
7
from
days?
10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Friday through Sunday.
Oh, wow.
But we also have, if you call the day before and you really need to zone out before you go to work, you can make an appointment the day before, and we will have somebody come in at 7 a.m.
Wow.
to get you in and out and off to work,
No
and having
kidding.
a beautiful day too.
That's good to hear. Now, do you charge per
Visit.
Per visit, or is it a membership? What is
Well, the membership has three different. There are three different ways to use your membership. It's $75 a month for the membership,
Okay.
which is a deal when you compare it to the chains that are out there. You can either use your membership to get a 20-minute sauna and a full 60-minute massage, or you can use
Each month. Okay.
or you can use your membership to get 10 sauna sessions in that month, or you can use your membership to get 8 classes. Take any 8 classes you want.
Wow.
And the thing is about once you're a member, you can also keep purchasing additional classes at the membership price and not just add that onto the 75. You don't have to pay another 75.
Oh,
It's
wow.
just, you know.
So what is the cost of a basic massage, just out of curiosity?
A basic massage
For a member.
For a member is $75, but you get that 20-minute sauna included,
Okay.
and that's the 1 hour.
Is it a dry sauna? It's a,
It's called far infrared sauna, and what it does, it doesn't heat the air around you. It penetrates into your skin a little deeper.
wow.
And actually, it's very helpful for weight loss, for people with diabetes, it has many, many uses,
Nice.
not just to sit in the sauna and sweat.
Right, exactly. Oh, wow.
So it's a totally different kind of
Now,
sauna.
so $75 for a member,
Right.
for a massage, a non-member?
$100 for a non-member.
Okay. Still all reasonable.
And our therapists are highly qualified. That's the thing. They're not fresh out of the box with, wet behind the ears. They've got experience, and that's what you're getting. You're really getting a higher level of quality.
Male and female therapists, Bill?
Both male and female.
Excellent.
We even have one of our female therapists is a specialist with prenatal.
Wow.
So, she can massage all the way up to the due date almost.
Okay.
So
So the membership, you pay monthly, or do you sign up for X amount of time? How do you?
you sign up for a monthly.
Okay.
In the past, many places would offer packages,
Right.
and who wants to spend 6 months worth of money in one shot?
Right.
So what we do is we just allow your account to be debited through our agreement, and it just debits every month, and then you can come in any time of the month and use it up. And we even let it roll over 1 month,
Excellent.
so that if you wanted a 2-hour massage, hey, come on in next month and take 2 hours.
And credit cards accepted, obviously.
Credit cards accepted. I
Credit and
don't
debit.
think we have American Express though.
But Visa, MasterCard.
Visa, MasterCard, and debits.
Okay, great.
And you can, if you go to our website, www.omewellness.com,
Okay.
you'll be able to, in about another week, you'll be able to book yourself online
Wow.
and make your own appointment and pay for it online. And then you just walk in, we greet you, and upstairs you go.
Wow. Now, is there a shower too? Can you, so you can,
We have showers
Wow,
on both
beautiful.
floors, both for male and female,
fantastic.
and we have all those kind of
As you mentioned going to
amenities.
work, so it'd be nice if you got a treatment in the morning and we're able to shower and,
Mhm.
go back to work without being oiled up and.
Well, we try
So-
to keep everything in mind. We're really, like I said, we're really quite the facility. I mean, with 4 floors,
Wow.
we have 3 open rooms, especially the first floor, the largest. But we can do meditation on any floor, and all except for the 4th floor is handicap accessible.
Wow.
So,
Almost worth taking a tour. Maybe people could come. Your phone number there?
the phone number, I don't have the phone number off the top of my
Okay,
head.
but you do have tours as well?
We can do a tour, but you can do a virtual tour on the website.
Wow.
We have pictures of the various floors and the various rooms, so you don't even have to actually
physically
walk
be
in.
there. That's amazing.
But we're looking forward to doing more with our website. It's
Excellent.
it's very good.
Now, the Malden Chamber of Commerce, I take it you just joined? Or you've been a member?
John has been a member,
Okay.
but John allows me to be the spokes
Oh,
kind
great.
of person for the.
John is the owner, correct? And you're the
John
manager.
Sue
Okay.
is the owner. Yes,
Okay, he's been a member for a while, I guess.
I believe so. He's been a member since I think he opened it 6 months ago.
Okay.
So.
And you've enjoyed the chamber experience? Has it been good for your business? And
Oh, I think so. I think it's nice to be able to come to these events monthly and to talk to people, especially now that we changed everything as far as our appearance and the way we're doing our business. And that's the one caveat that I haven't thrown out there yet. But we created a new paradigm there, and it's a permanent thank you. And the way a permanent thank you from us works, it's a referral fee. So anybody who sends anybody to us, we will, as long as that person is a member, we're sending them a referral fee each time the person comes back.
Wow.
So if the person comes back for 12 months, they get the same, and can I say the referral fee?
Absolutely.
$5. So
Fantastic.
if somebody were to send us 100 people, every month they would get a check for $500.
Wow.
And that's a permanent thank you, because we believe that everybody should share in not only the health and wellness of their heart, their mind, and their body, but also their wallet. If they're willing to bring people and trust us with their friends, we're willing to, share.
Fantastic. So all you have to do is refer somebody,
And you will
and
get,
you get. I mean, my God, what a bargain all this is, and the massage, the steam, the sauna, and the membership, and the referral, and 7 days. They'll even come in early for you if you'd like, 8 a.m.
7 a.m.
7 a.m. and you're there till 9.
Yep.
But it sounds like, I mean, someone could even customize. You take a later appointment
If we needed to, yes, I don't doubt it. But late at night is we'd have to have more staff
Exactly.
just for safety
Security,
reasons.
absolutely. Right.
But in the morning it's
Well, you
easier,
guys
it's
sound
more
flexible.
busy.
You sound flexible. I mean, if somebody contacts you guys, and
We're therapists.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be flexible.
I like that. I like that. Now, where did you learn to be a therapist?
I learned in Florida at the Sarasota School of Natural Healing Arts. They don't exist anymore, but the Esalen Institute in California is where my teachers learned and taught us all the best of what we do. And like I said, for me, sports and rehab, I'm a fairly intense therapist. I analyze everything that a person does, and then we analyze and we take away things that may be doing damage to them, and then we add in things that could actually help them and improve them. Having worked with multi-million-dollar athletes, you have to do everything right, or else you get in trouble.
Now, can you divulge any names of any athletes? Sound like you worked on some.
No, I'm
Oh,
a devout follower of
wow.
HIPAA, which is
Oh, really?
Health Insurance Portability Accountability
Sure.
Act. We protect the privacy. Even though I haven't worked on those particular athletes for about 10 years, I will never divulge,
But
not
you-
even to family.
But you have worked on some well. I bet if you said the names, people would know them.
4 of the top 20 female tennis players in the world during the time period were clients of mine.
Wow.
And I've worked on a Heisman Trophy winner for months on end, and I also worked with, I kind of worked for a company that was like the Jerry Maguire company,
Oh, sure.
that they represent many athletes, so they would send all their athletes to one location.
Wow.
So I worked with tons of pro football and tons of even ones going to the combines, preparing them for being drafted.
Now, are you still, because you're the manager, but are you still a therapist? Are you still?
I'm still a therapist, but right now my role is going to be manager until we have families and our business is really rolling. Then I can settle back a little bit and do some therapies. I do teach occasionally a class. I taught one this past week. I teach the Qigong, which is, it's older than Tai Chi. It's the basis of all the martial arts, and it's very simple to do. Anybody can do it. I've even been in classes where people in wheelchairs or missing limbs have been able to do this, as opposed to doing some other form where you need to be able to walk around or move on the floor.
Right.
This form does not require that. You can just be present and be able to do it.
Wow.
And that's important for us. We want to be able to reach out to everybody.
Now, you said acupuncture too. You do. You're not you personally, but you have an acupuncturist.
Yes, a doctor of acupuncture is the owner's wife, and
Okay.
she's there, one day a week on Thursdays. So if you want to be treated, you have to make an appointment in advance to make sure you get in. But everybody else, and the doctor of naturopathy, when we get him, he'll be able to. Him and his wife will be available on another couple days a week, or at least one.
Excellent. Now, chair massage, is that something you guys do as well, or?
We have 3 chairs on the first floor,
You do? Okay.
and that is just a tease, folks. You really want to get on the table and get a full massage. But yes, you can come in and just ask for a chair massage on your lunch break. You're running through and you only got 15 minutes.
See, I find, I see them. I travel a lot. I see them at airports. I see them in malls, and it's great. You know, to just jump in, and it's like a cup of coffee. It just gives you a little pick me up, and you don't have to get undressed, and you don't get messed up, and you know you can go right back to work or jump on a plane or anything. And I just think it's a little refreshing thing that it's nice to have. And I see them more and more, which are nice. And I think some companies even go to companies, some massage places.
Well,
We'll do that. Do you guys do that at
do
all,
that.
or would you go out to a company and offer like on a Friday or?
I work a lot. I happen to be a chief wellness officer at a tech company that has 200 employees,
Oh,
and I
wow.
oversee all of them.
Oh my God!
So companies are beginning to hire inside their own facility their own therapists
Wow.
who manages not only that, but we can talk about nutritional advice.
Sure.
We can talk about exercise, stretching, meditation, even emotional stuff we
Right.
can talk about. We're not licensed doctors, but we will refer you to the right
Yeah.
people. And we always say, you know, anything that a therapist tells you, always consult your physician, consult your trainer, consult whoever you need to consult that has the higher qualifications.
But if you're a viewer, let's say you have a company, would you be willing? I mean, if could someone contact your
Oh yeah, someone can
salon and you
contact
guys
us,
could
and
go out and do a
very happy to set it up.
even like for Administrative Professionals Day or something that's coming up. Or
Completely happy to set that up.
how about
And
like expos? Do you do like
we
chair
haven't done any
massages?
expos yet. Like I said, we
Yeah.
did a reopening, so
Right, right.
we were kind of just starting. So
Yeah.
this is our second week on our reopening, and already we've done more business this month than we have in and not all previous months, but each individual previous month.
Or-
We've done better this month in 2 weeks.
Fantastic.
So we can go anywhere, anytime. We just give us a call. We'll set up the therapist, and we'll send them there.
And then gift certificates too, are they available?
Oh yes, gift certificates are available, and like I said, soon you'll be able to purchase all those things
Online?
online.
Excellent.
And that's the beauty of the modern age. You can, and there are even apps where you'll be able to purchase things on your app and just make appointments like that as well.
Wow.
Oh yes, the modern age is amazing.
Excellent. I need to come. It's funny, every now and then I wake up with like a knot right there.
Right there.
And
okay.
see, I should even have you look at it right now.
You
See
need
it?
to take
Yeah,
a look at it.
You can demonstrate, right? It's just on that side, like right.
Okay.
Well, look at this. See this? I can attest if it's.
Well,
Do you feel anything?
I can see that your right shoulder tends to be higher than your left.
So what does that mean?
That you have some muscular imbalance. Everybody has muscular imbalance. So what I would do is I would work with you to rebalance, and I would tell you things to exercise one side, strengthen, stretch out the other side to loosen it up. And then with working on you, I would also try to find out what's going on. I mean, how do you sleep? Do you always sleep on one particular side or the
Yeah.
other? And then we talk about pillows and things like
Yeah.
that that you would sleep with, so that it would enhance what you do. And then I give you some stretches, to do at night and in the morning.
Excellent.
Like I said, ask your trainer or physician if they're okay. But I
Now
would-
another thing too, it's pretty funny. I just about a month ago, I reached to grab something.
Mhm.
And it was a light, something light, and I felt right in here, like, I mean, you would have thought I pulled something, and it was a light little thing. It was like a book,
Mhm.
and right in here, and it's funny because it'll come and go, but it's right. Can you feel anything in there? Right in that
Let me see the
area.
other hand.
What is there any other?
Well,
Right in there, right where you.
Yeah, I can
where
feel
you
it.
go. I don't have it on this side, right?
no, you have it on this side.
What is that?
I can't diagnose,
Oh, you can't. Okay.
but I can take a guess and then refer you to the right person.
Okay,
The
take a
guess
guess.
would be, it could possibly be a little case of Dupuytren's contracture, which is a tendon that is basically contracted,
Okay.
and basically it has to be worked out. So you can have somebody who 30 minutes twice a week, they could probably work that out in a short period of time. I've had great success with hands and stuff
Really?
like that. Yeah, I had a lady one time. When I was teaching massage therapy, because I ran programs in colleges in Florida and taught for 5 years. But one of my colleagues, his wife couldn't even pick up a teacup, and she was about to go to carpal tunnel surgery. And then what I told her was, let me work on it. and she only backslid once 5 weeks later after her doctor told her, let's put off the surgery. And she backslid because she went and chopped down a tree because her husband wouldn't do it.
Oh, gee.
Person who couldn't pick up a teacup was now chopping down a tree.
Wow.
So we can do quite a bit and avoid things. So
Well, it's funny you mentioned because I got nervous because you have a carpal tunnel syndrome, and I've seen more people with casts and getting surgery. And I'm thinking, oh my God, did I, was it that? And I'm thinking my computer and phone, and, maybe that's what happened. But I literally, I was actually, we were giving out awards in my company, and I reached behind me. It was a plaque, actually, and I just went to get it, and I just felt this, like, pulling right here, and it wasn't, and I thought, wow, and then and it's funny because it won't hurt, and then all of a sudden, sometimes it'll just start to hurt.
Mhm.
And usually, if I do this, it goes away. I mean, it doesn't go away, but it just alleviates it at that point. But and then I'm thinking, is it a tumor? Is it? But anyway, well, I'm glad to know.
if you had a way of continually doing that and having someone stretch it out at the same time and move the tendons, you could relieve it.
Well, it's good to know. We're actually now we're running out of time.
Okay.
But I just want again give me your address. It's OHM, and it's
It's OHM Wellness, OHM Wellness.com.
.com, and you're in One Pleasant Street here in Malden.
That's correct.
Remember the Malden Chamber of Commerce? Sounds like a great place. You can check it out, virtual tour. Virtual tour. But you can also go there personally and see it. But I would call and book. I would want to come and see you, and I think it's a great thing. And nice having you on. I'm so glad
Thank
you were
you.
natural on, Joseph.
Thank you.
Joseph Garcia, good to have you. And this turned out to be a great show. Thank you, everybody, for participating. Good evening, Malden. And I'll see you in a couple weeks. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Excellent. Great job. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Good show there.